Do you know the very first two questions God asked Adam and Eve after the fall? God, he said, "Where are you? Where are you?" Like, the first thing he asked was, "Where are you? Like, we were together. Where did you go?" And then Adam replied, "Oh, I heard your voice and I hid because I'm naked. I didn't want you to see me naked." And God said, "Who told you you were naked?" Guys, do you see what just happened right there? We hid from God because we were so ashamed of who we were. And then God asked, "Who told you who you are?" See, before the fall, we had no sense of self. We had full awareness, full consciousness, but it was a God consciousness. Our identity was found solely in Him, as if we had a window on our head that God flowed through. But during the fall, that window flipped into a mirror, and instead of looking outward at God, we started looking inward at self. So when God asked, "Who told you you were naked?" He was asking, how do you now perceive yourself as someone outside of you perceives you? How do you have self-consciousness? Why are you self-conscious? Who told you you were naked? See, that inner critic within you, that did not exist before the fall. That is not part of God's design. God's design was for you to be fully in His presence. Because when you are fully in His presence, when you are in His field, when you are radiating with Him, that's what bears good fruit, the fruits of the Spirit. See, Jesus says, "You are the branches, I am the vine. You can grow no fruit apart from me, so abide in me as I in you." That's what full relationship and communion is supposed to look like. That's what we had in the beginning. But it was the fruit, it was the fall that made us turn inward and look into ourselves instead of looking outward at God. This is exactly what we see in the New Testament when Peter is walking on the water, and then he takes his eyes off of God and starts looking at self. "Oh, I'm walking on the water. I can't do that." He begins to sink because it was never supposed to be about self. It was always supposed to be about God. And the next time that you feel doubt, shame, fear, worry, I ask you, who told you? Are you pulling those feelings from your identity in God or in self?